Love Tarot. This is Lina. This video is for Libra in regards to their love for the month of February 2017. Welcome to my new subscribers. Welcome back to my returning subscribers. For my new viewers, be sure to subscribe. For the year of 2017, I have a goal of 10,000 subscribers. Once I reach 10,000 subscribers, I will be picking 10 subscribers to get a free reading with me, guys. So please subscribe. Please comment below. Let me know your feedback. Also, guys, if you guys are interested in getting a more in-depth reading, you guys can contact me at the email below in the description box. And also, all readings for the month of February via video will be $25 for 20 to 30 minutes, depending on what I see. Now, if you guys are interested in any other kind of reading, you guys can contact me at my email, and I do have prices in the description box below, guys. Now, also, guys, what I'm doing for this new year of 2017, I also offer spiritual work, candles and honey jars. To be specific, if you guys are interested in that, you can contact me in the box below as well. Thank you guys for watching, guys. Keep in mind, this is just a general reading. This isn't pertaining to a particular person. If I offend you in any way, it is not my intentions, but I am here to tell you the solely truth and nothing but the truth. Okay, guys, so let's get into this reading. I'm going to start off by telling you a little bit about what I see, and then I'll get in depth to the reading with the cards. Okay, guys? So just to start off with, I wanted to start off by telling you, Libras, that this month is a month of constant contemplation. And I feel like what this is trying to say is thinking about if you should stay or you shouldn't stay. I feel like a lot of you guys juggle your decision back and forth. Like, should I stay with this person? Should I not stay with this person? Or you're in constant limbo. And for those of you who want to break free from something, or, you know, a relationship or someone, I feel like the person that a lot of you guys might be involved with may be manipulating. Sorry. Once again, I'm sorry for the mistake. In a sense where it's more of a mental manipulation. I feel like they know what to trigger you, what to say, and how to trigger you, or to trigger your emotions. I feel like it's an imbalance. A lot of you guys are dealing with people or in a relationship that is unbalanced. Possibly things could be back and forth. It's like today you're good, tomorrow you're not. It's like one of those situations where you keep going back and forth. Also, for those of you who are single and who are dealing with somebody who you keep going back and forth with, I feel like it's like they have this manipulation thing over you. Like they have this power over you. In regards to that power, I feel like it's not such of a physical power. I feel like it's more of like a mental power. It's like they know the things to say to you. They know the buttons to press. They know, how to act to get a certain reaction out of you. I feel like they know they have some type of power over you, or you feel like they have power over you. In most cases, I feel like Librans are not the type of person who back down. I feel like the Libran, this particular zodiac sign, they stand their ground. They hold their ground. No is no when it comes to them. If they feel a certain way, they won't move forward. But I feel like in this sense, I feel like, you are hard-headed, and you're like, no, this is not going to end this way. This is not going to, they're not going to tell me what to do. But at the end, they still tell you what to do anyways. Or they, in some way have you, I feel like they want to control the way that you act, how you speak. Maybe the way that you carry yourself or some kind. I don't want to get too much into that, but I want to get into a little bit of this reading as well with the cards. But I feel like a lot of you guys have been through so much, and it's like a lot of you guys are to that point where it's saying that you just want to get up and walk away. If that is a decision that you make, you need to stick to it. Like, if you feel that certain way, if you feel it, stick to it. Don't be back and forth, because I feel like a lot of you Libras for the month of February are back and forth. This is the month of love. Of course, guys, it is Valentine's Day this month, and it's about spending time with the one you love, about, cherishing them. It's not so much about the gifts and what they're going to give you, but it's more living in the moment, spending time with someone who wants to spend time with you, someone who cherishes your love or who appreciates you, And that being said, I'm going to leave that right there, but I do want to get into these cards, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about these cards and what I see within the cards. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, the middle card in the middle is what stands out the most to me. So that is the first card that I read. That is the energy for the entire reading. And what I feel here when I see this is the Libra card. This is the Justice card. Now, any cases as far as like divorces, legal matters, things will go within your favor. Now, for those of you who are saying like no, for those of you who are dealing with somebody who treats you unfairly, because you do have the King of Cups on the spread next to this spread, and the King of Cups is upright, but the situation around it, I feel like those of you who are involved with somebody who's very manipulating, possibly could have drinking habits, or, you know, abusive, and not be abusive physically, is more of a mentally, they're mentally unstable, or they're always back and forth. They can have like mood swings of some kind. I feel like there is justice. You know, there will be justice. So if there was a decision that needed to be made, there will be justice. You will get what you deserve. You will get the last laugh. You will get the last say. So within that relationship, you will get what it is that you're seeking. You just have to give it, like I said, you know, everything comes in due time, in other words, okay? Be focused, you know. I feel like a lot of you Librans, like, you've been through so much. It's like one of the persons that you're involved with, it's one of those situations where you have your sword in your hand and you're like ready to fight. Like, you're not gonna let down, like, you're not gonna back down. I feel like, in other words, I don't know. I kind of feel like a lot of you Librans could be in a relationship with someone and you're waiting for them to get up and leave. You feel like, when are they going to leave? Like, it's like a waiting game for them. And I feel like they might not get up and leave, or as quickly as you want them to leave. Now, for those of you who want to separate from somebody or get away from somebody, or who are suggesting to, you know, reconnect with somebody from the past, this month I don't advise you to do that. You don't have the Wheel of Fortune within your favor. Right now is not a time to take any business leaps. It is not time to make any financial leaps. So say, for instance, if you want to move out, and it looks like the finances are not going as well as they should, think about things before you do it, because you don't want to put yourself in a predicament where you'll walk away from a certain situation and you can't go back, okay? Now, I also see an uphill, so I feel like there will be some type of separation. It could be a broken home, a broken relationship. Something broken will happen overnight. Like, it could be, you know, separation of some kind. You might not see it coming, but it can happen. Okay, but it's, for me, I feel like a lot of you Libras, it's not going to be a bad thing. I feel like a lot of you guys have been anticipating this breakup, just because we have the Tower right next to it. The Tower sometimes signifies uphill. Depending on how we see it in the cards that are next to it, uphill meaning it could be like something shocking, you were not expecting it, you know what I mean, or you were not expecting to get, you know, what you were requesting, okay? But at the same time, I still feel like, in my wholehearted, I feel like what this is telling me is that there will be some type of separation of some kind. It will be a shocking, you know what I mean, something that you were not expecting. But I feel like overall, this will be good. This will be good for you. You have the Sun. Subconsciously, you will be happy. So let me just say this. If you're in a relationship with somebody who does not appreciate you, I feel like after this situation is done, because it will be done if it isn't done this month, or coming in from January up into February, if it isn't done yet, I feel like once you walk away from this relationship, if that's a thought and it will happen in the near future, you won't have any regrets. Subconsciously, your mind will be clear. Subconsciously, you don't have any regrets about what you could have and should have done. I feel like this is going to clear you. Like, this is going to give you a weight lifted from your shoulder, because there are so many lies and deceitful things going around in the background. I feel like a lot of you guys are in relationships as well. You know, I feel like when you're dealing with someone who is mentally or emotionally unbalanced, it makes you mentally and emotionally imbalanced. So it's hard to figure out what it is that you want when the other person tells you one thing and then they're like just jumping back and forth like that. You have the Two of Pentacles. which is stating like back and forth, you know, juggling things. Flexibility could also mean that. Now we do have a King of Pentacles. Now, some of you guys might be involved with a King of Pentacles. This can be a man or a woman. They can possibly juggle things back and forth. Their emotions, since I have the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Cups underneath it, I feel like they can juggle their relationships back and forth. They can juggle their personalities back and forth. They can basically be in a relationship. They're very good with money, a good star with money, everything. But they can possibly be in a relationship and juggle 2 or more people at the same time. I feel like subconsciously, a lot of you guys might think about the past and say, you know, prior in the past, I was so much happy. This isn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. Now with the moon right here, I feel like what this is saying is, at some point, this King of Pentacles made you happy. At some point, everything was great. Everything was good. And now, I feel like the truth has came. Like, their intentions, their true intentions came to surface. Their true personality surfaced. Their true colors are now known. I feel like there's so much you don't know about this person. I almost feel like this person has like a secret life or something, because they juggle things back and forth. Or they have another life that you have no clue about. Also that the Hermit is telling me that if you sit down and you feel like in the past I was more happier, you know, what happened now? I feel like this person is very stubborn. Very, very stubborn. But at the same time, if you're thinking about how you used to be happy, don't you want to get back to that happy place? Because the Hermit is saying you need to take time out to figure out what it is that you want. Take yourself out of the situation. I almost feel like maybe some of you guys might have to like move to a different location. See, is that what you want? Are you happy by yourself? Will you be more happier with this person without, you know, out of your peripheral, like without being able to see them, without being able to be around them? Also, if we go to this deck on the side right here, for those of you who are anticipating somebody from the past returning, I feel like somebody from the past might return. If you're anticipating it, hoping that they will, I feel like there will be a reconnection with this person. Also, I feel like a lot of you guys are dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, which is kind of funny because I think last month was the same exact thing as well. You also have the Pages of Cup, and you have the King of Cup. So there is offer on the table for some of you guys. For those of you who have been hurt, I feel like a lot of you guys might contemplate the offer, might not believe in the offer, might believe that the person is not being completely honest. I feel like a lot of you guys are dealing with, you know, trouble sleeping, anxieties, depression. I feel like it could be due to financial issues. Possibly some of you guys might be doing good financially. Or another thing too, I feel like a lot of you guys might find out that the person you're dealing with might have several people, not just one person. Now, some of you guys are involved with a person who is very, very stingy, very prudent, very selfish. The Four of Pentacles is saying this person is so selfish. They hold on to grudges. They hold on to feelings. They can also be the type of person who doesn't open up, who doesn't talk about their feelings. They're like just holding everything inside. And this can also be you, Libras. I feel like a lot of you Librans too as well might have trouble sleeping, might have anxieties, might have depression, sadness, you know, and they have trouble sleeping. You can possibly have bad dreams as well. And you hold everything inside. You might not tell everybody how exactly you feel. You still persevere. You still move forward. You still fight the current. Even if things are hard or, you know, going hard at the time, I feel like a lot of you guys won't even tell anybody how you feel. And it could go vice versa. I feel like that has a lot to do too with the relationship. You've learned to not speak, because I feel like this person, this King of Cups, this person is very emotional and very manipulative, but they don't speak too much about their feelings and how they feel. And I feel like, excuse me guys, sorry for moving the camera. They don't speak about it as much. So I feel like it's one of the reasons why Also, for those of you who are dealing with this person, I feel like a lot of you guys, you take the beating. And I don't feel like they beat you physically. It's mentally. It's more of a mentally and emotionally. I feel like you take it. You still persevere. You still put up with their crap. You're still there. I feel like this King of Pentacles too. A lot of you guys are with someone who is so stingy, who will not buy you anything, who will not spend money. They're very tight in money. They don't like to spend any money. Also, I feel like if those of you who find out your significant other is not being completely honest with you, somebody from the past will return for them. And it's funny because maybe when I'm thinking about it right now, because I see someone coming from the past returning. It can be somebody they've dealt with. Also, as I'm thinking, I feel like a lot of you guys might be dealing with somebody who's the same sign as you. It could be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. I feel like that person from the past will make a reappearance. Something happened, maybe a disagreement of some kind. They might want to return and come back and say, hey, you know what, I'm sorry, it shouldn't have happened that way. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. One of those situations, okay? But they might have, since it's the cups and the cups, they might be very emotional. They also might have some type of drinking problem or some type of, addiction of some kind. Not only that, but I feel like this coming back to say they're sorry, or for you guys to come back and have a conversation about reconciliation. I feel like that it was in due time. Like, I feel like it was something that needed to happen already, but it's just been taking some time. For those of you who are juggling, making as an option. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my god. For those of you who are struggling between making a choice between two or more people, or juggling two or more people, remember that what goes around comes around. And also remember that what you put out to the world is what you get back as well. And for those of you who are dealing with a broken heart, or dealing with the fact that you miss somebody, because I feel like there's a lot of you who long for somebody from the past. And if you miss that person from the past, I feel like it's one of those times where you feel like you could have done better in that relationship. And if you do feel that way, I feel like you need to understand, learn the lesson. You have to learn, you have to pay for your errors. And once you've learned that you've made your mistake, the future is now. So every day that goes by and you continue to make that mistake, or you continue to lie, or you continue to have habits that you've had prior in the past in prior relationships, notice them. Take a note. Notice that didn't get you anywhere, and that's the reason why you feel the way you feel now. So why don't you try something different? Why don't you try being honest with the person? Why don't you try telling the person exactly what you want? Don't lie to them and tell them, like, I want to be with you, and you don't want to be with them. You know what I mean? Don't love wholeheartedly. If you want to be with somebody, love wholeheartedly. Don't do things half-assed, is what I like to say. And when you invest your time, invest it wisely. In other words, a lot of you guys need to do some soul searching for this month. I feel like, guys, instead of focusing on when you're gonna find someone new, focus on yourself. Focus on improving yourself. I feel like energies are scattered. I feel like the ending of something is the beginning of something new, and it's great and it's phenomenal, and it's a chance to rebuild yourself from the ground up, guys. So hopefully you enjoy this reading, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, comment. Love you guys. I'll be back with you guys in March, but stay tuned because I will be doing mid-reading videos as well for the month of February in tribute to Valentine's Day, since this month is all about love, guys. Love you guys. Bye-bye.